Hey guys, Vivian and Weezy here at the, purple carpet for the Avengers Infinity War premiere. Guys, you guys have to hear what the cast has to say about the film, about working with three Chris's, and about this massive superhero cast. So this is, in general, big premieres like this is a big deal, but does it ever get old for you guys?
No, honestly, we grew up huge comic book fans. We love these characters. We love making these movies. We were fans ourselves. So this is really the most important moment for us, is when we finally get to share the movie with the world. It's exciting, and this movie's been unique because we've been so secretive with it for so long. Tonight is the first time that anyone in the cast will see the film, that everyone here will see the film. Nobody's seen this film outside my brother, myself, and a handful of people.
Is that nerve-wracking at all? Because, if you've been to a film festival, which of course you guys have done many times, it's always nerve-wracking for me, for them, to see the reactions of the directors and the stars, to see how they're watching everyone else.
It's a little nerve-wracking. We are very happy. Our guide in deciding what to do with these movies, because we are such big fans ourselves, has always been our own instincts. We follow our own instincts as storytellers. So we are happy with the movie. We are proud of the movie. But yes, at the same time, there's a little bit of nerves about how people will receive it.
Okay. You can squeeze my arm.
Okay, thank you.
Squeeze it.
Yeah, squeeze it. That gets away all of the nerves.
That helps. Thank you.
I've taken it on to you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Why would you say superhero movies are still so popular? I've always been a comic fan, but it's been going on for over a decade at this point.
It's a modern mythology. I think that people can identify with superheroes. They want to identify with superheroes. And as we diversify superheroes, people can identify with them culturally. They can identify with them on a gender level. It's incumbent upon us as filmmakers and studios all throughout Hollywood to keep diversifying and moving forward and embracing global audiences and making these characters accessible. So I feel like, they're so important because they have really interesting codes, but they're also flawed and very human and accessible at the same time. And I think people like to identify with them on a very human level.
I can tell you now, right behind me, there's two that I identify with. So thank you guys so much for incorporating them. And congratulations. I have your nerves. You don't have any more nerves. I have them.
Zero nerves. Thank you.
Thanks so much. You are just ravishing. All these pearls. Oh my gosh.
Thanks. Yeah, I feel like a mermaid or something.
You could be Ariel. You have the red hair too.
Oh my god, finally, I can be a Disney princess too.
Oh, 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Disney, you did a good job.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I love about your career right now, Jumanji, one of the biggest movies of 2017, and now Avengers. Can you believe your life right now?
No, I really, really can. When I grew up in Scotland and I set out to be an actress, I really never anticipated that I would get to be in films like this. It's just so exciting looking around, and there's so many fans screaming because they love the film so much. So I'm just soaking it all up. I'm loving it.
And what is it like for you coming into such a massive cast? Were you nervous? Is there anyone you wanted to meet?
Yeah, I was a little intimidated at first. It's intimidating to walk into a cast that is full of literally half of the movie stars in the industry. Yeah. So it can be a bit daunting. However, when I stepped on set, everybody was just so welcoming and nice, and it was just such a nice atmosphere from the cast and the crew that it made it just kind of like any other job in a way, except it just felt like a really nice family immediately. And that was lovely. And I was very excited to meet Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, and Mark Ruffalo, because I'm a big fan of all of their work. So I got to watch them work, and that was pretty cool.
And speaking of Scarlett, I just love that with this Avengers movies, there's so many women together. That's so tight.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of incredible female roles in this film, and not just only a large number of female roles, but a huge variety of females, and I think that we need more of that.
Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't seen the movie. I know you haven't seen it. No. Are you nervous at all? Are you excited? How are you feeling in this moment?
I honestly don't know what to expect because I don't know what I shot is, if it's in the movie or if it's in another movie. I have no idea. But I'm just going to enjoy it. It kind of feels like Christmas and we're getting to open up all the presents.
I'm sure, that makes sense because I know you guys shoot back to back to back, so it's hard to keep it all aligned, but...
Exactly. Yeah, generally you have a sense of what's going into what movie, but ultimately that could change and you just don't know.
I'm just so in love with your Scottish accent because, of course, you don't use it in the films I've seen you in, so it's just so interesting. I'm falling into your eyes and your accent.
Oh, well, thanks very much. Thank you.
How hard is it for you to switch in and out?
Of the accent. Initially, I had to work with a dialect coach to kind of master that. But now it's becoming one of the most natural things. I think just being immersed in it and being surrounded by Americans, I've just sort of picked it up.
Oh yeah, we're rubbing up on you.
You are.
Okay, Michael, you're here at the Avengers Infinity War premiere. You're in the movie. There's
Yes.
about 30,000 people in this movie. What was it like for you just being on set?
It was pretty overwhelming. You know, the first day on set, I came to my chair and sat down, and then Josh Brolin came and sat next to me. Meanwhile, there's Tom Hiddleston and Thor walking by. I'm like, oh my God, I'm here. Oh my God.
Did you ever feel intimidated or just, you know, the nerves would suddenly come out of you?
Definitely the first day, and then after the Russos kind of opened the door and made it a very generous and like welcoming environment, I was easygoing after that. Yeah.
Did you always want to be in a comic book movie? I mean, superheroes have been big for a while now. Did you have this plotted out?
I was hoping for it. I got to do another villain from the DC universe on Constantine, and now I've tackled two. So yeah, two universes is very great. Yeah.
And that's rare because not a lot of people have been in two universes.
Oh, really?
I mean, you're in the
Yeah.
league with Samuel L. Jackson.
Hey, I don't mind that. Yeah.
And who were you excited to meet? I mean, besides from people who gave you little nerves, was there anyone who you just knew you had to become best friends with on set?
Not become best friends, but meeting Josh Brolin was very gratifying. He's a very talented actor, and I've been following his career. One of my favorite films is No Country for Old Men, and it was one day when we were taking off.
That's
our
a true
dots.
actor response, just FYI.
I love the Coen brothers, but one day we were taking off our dots, you know, and he was telling us a story about working on set with him, and I don't know, I was like a kid in a candy store.
That's the best thing. You are literally on sets where you get to learn from the greatest and improve your own craft
Oh,
while
yeah.
performing your own craft.
Yeah, it's kind of it's overwhelming, but all worth it. It's been a long journey, and I'm feeling like I'm in my pocket. Yeah.
So, have you seen the movie? Do you know anything?
I have not seen the movie. I can't tell you anything about the movie, but it is brilliant. I know.
Okay, I'm taking your word for it. If you're
Yeah.
wrong, I'm going to fight you. Just
Oh, oh really?
Constantine Avengers doesn't scare me.
Okay, all right. No fighting. It's all love here. Corvus does all the fighting for me.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? This is
all right.
your movie. It's
I don't
not
know.
all you,
I'm
but you're
not
part
sure-
of it.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure that I'm in the movie. I think I might be, but I haven't seen it. And well, I filmed a lot, but I just I know it's 2.5 hours, so I don't know how much I'm in the movie, or well, I guess I'll find out.
Is that ever nerve-wracking as an actor to come in and you haven't seen anything and you're just hoping that you're still there?
I know I'm going to be there, but the thing is like for me, I'm my own biggest critic. So watching my performance on screen it's rough for me. For one, I don't like to watch myself, and also watching it for the first
Wait,
time.
why is that?
I think it's just because I'm critical of my performance, everything I do. But I think it's a good thing. I think it just means that I'm passionate about it. But I'm just self-conscious. So now I have to watch it for the first time with 1,000 other people
Okay, so
judging me.
I did this with your directors earlier. This is a really strong arm. You can squeeze the hell out of it and get all of your nerves out. I'll take them.
No, I wouldn't do
No,
that.
do it.
No,
See, just a little.
no.
I've taken all of your nerves.
Okay, I feel good now. I feel good. I'm relaxed.
But what was the shooting process like for you? 'Cause this is a massive cast.
It was a nightmare. It was no,
Honest.
I'll tell you why is because my makeup requires a lot, and I have to shave a lot. And so it's like I've done it, and I've for Guardians I knew I was going to be shooting for however long, 3-4 months. I knew what I was doing, but for this film I had to come in and out all year long, which means that I had to go through this makeup process all year long, and it's stressful. It just takes a toll on me. It beats up my skin, and it's a lot worse than you may think. But that's it. It's just not knowing and the schedule changing, because it really was a logistic nightmare.
Yeah,
to
especially because
schedule.
I know there's a lot of back-to-back movies.
A lot. There's back to back, but also everybody's still doing their own projects outside of this film. So with them filming all year long, they've got to get all these people that are on all these other projects together for these particular days, and it's just a logistic nightmare. So you had to just constantly be on call and be ready to go.
I mean, another bright side, having the Guardians inside of the Avengers.
Right.
Was there anyone you were excited to see or to meet or to work with for the first time?
I think more than anybody, and you'll probably hear this a lot, but Robert Downey Jr.
I'm hearing he's like the grand poobah, the godfather of the Marvel universe.
Definitely, I think he really kicked us off, and he just he feels like number one. You really feel like He's been there before. He's been there from the beginning. He knows every in and out, and there's a comfort to him. But not only that, but his experience in the film industry alone. I mean, it just goes back so far. So just learning from him, getting to watch him kind of work and experience his process was really a great thing and a personal thing for me, because he was the first guy after I did Guardians to go out of his way to come up to me and tell me how much he loved my performance, and that meant the world to me.
And he knows this? You've told him the whole story?
Yeah, he knows. Yeah, I give him a big hug. I hug him so much he's uncomfortable with it. He's like, just go away. I think he hides from me now.
Well, hopefully he won't hide from you after this
No,
movie. It was so nice to meet
Thank
you.
you. It's a pleasure.
Good. How are you?
I am swell because
I can tell. You seem very swell.
it is perkiness. It's natural.
Are you?
Oh, it's natural? Because I was going to say share. But you're not.
But, I mean, what do I have to share though? You're at one of the biggest movie premieres of the freaking year. I mean, it's April, so it's still early, but still,
Yeah.
I'm calling it now.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. And it is early for a movie like this, huh? I think, I remember something happening on Twitter that they pulled it up. But it's pretty awesome, and it's going to be hard to see it get bigger than this. What can it be? What could happen to top this?
I don't know, but there's an Avengers 4, so you tell me.
Am I in it?
I mean, I don't know. I was literally asking you to tell me.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna just go with it because I haven't seen this one or any of the other ones. Not only am I in it, but I can't tell you anymore.
Okay, fine. But what was it like for you being on this set? Because I feel like this is the most diverse Avengers that has ever happened. I mean, just looking behind us at the different characters, it makes me so excited.
Yeah, I agree, and I think Marvel's always done a good job with that. And there's going to be many more of these, obviously. And I think you're going to see that continue with, people of color having more presence in these films, more women having lead roles in these films. And I think it's, past time, and it's great to see.
I mean, would you, besides the big fight scene that goes on in this movie, would you make another drop-in Wakanda?
Another? I haven't dropped in yet.
Oh, well, we don't know because we haven't seen the movie.
And I haven't either, but I better be in the next Black Panther.
Just hold that. Ryan Coogler.
Right. You hear me, Ryan? Me and you, buddy.
And just make me a Dora Milaje, with hair.
It's fine. Oh, you're going to keep your hair?
I'm going to keep I'm going to do the wig that she tossed out.
And then you boop! It pans over and you're like,
thank you,
take
Denai.
that.
I will take that. So how do you feel after a big premiere? Do you feel settled? Do you feel rested? What is the feelings for an actor? Because we've seen it. Well, we will have seen it, but then you have to wait for the whole world to see it.
There's anticipation, but in some ways, we don't control any of that. We don't know how it's going to do. I mean, we hope it'll do well. We hope fans dig it. We hope people come. But that's out of our hands. So you kind of do your work. You come to these things. You celebrate each other. You celebrate the moment, and then you get on with your life and hope that people, are happy about what you did.
What makes you happy about this industry? I mean, you've been in it for so long. You know the ups and the downs. What still gets you excited to be a part?
Working with people that I, appreciate, and people whose work I'm excited about, and on fun things that keeping it fresh for me. And something like this always kind of does that. It's a lot of different actors, a lot of different storylines, it's a lot of fun. I love the stunt work, I love the physical work, I love to do all of that, and I just don't get to do a lot of that in other venues. So this is really nice.
Okay, so we'll just put you in to Avengers 4. I'm just going to claim it now.
I love it. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
And then Wakanda.
And then Wakanda.
Next.
Both of us.
Okay, freeze frame on that.
So you are the biggest bad guy that has ever existed in life. What kind of title is that?
I don't know, man. There's so much I'm looking forward to being able to experience this because I haven't experienced a movie yet. I haven't seen it. I've only done it. I didn't particularly look like that. So it's all new to me. And I think, just the idea of being involved with something this big, being a guy this big, being purple and all, I think it's all fun.
Did you ever get to just go home with the garb still on and the makeup and scare anyone?
No, because we spent a lot of hours on set and everybody else has their garb on, and you kind of just you're following suit. Everybody's like, get this thing off me, look at this. But when we were doing it, we had a great time.
You seem so chill and so friendly and nice. How do you channel this deep deep, mean
It's fun. I have a fascination with people, and you look at documentaries and you go, what made that person do that? What made that person? And then you can kind of like culminate a lot of people that you've been fascinated by, and then be able to manifest it in something like this. And hopefully I did my job well. We'll see.
I mean, we will see. Are you excited, nervous? What are your feelings right in this moment?
I wasn't nervous when I showed up, but as I get closer, I get a little more nervous, and I wasn't sure what that was. I thought it was the blonde kid over there, but no, I don't think that's it. But I just think I'm really, really anticipating seeing the film. I'm very, very curious.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see it. Congratulations, Thanos.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I want to jump into this movie, but there's also a lot happening in your country. Do you know about a new royal that is?
Has that happened?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, today.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
No, I'm kind of. I mean, this has been a bit all-consuming. I haven't even looked at my news feed, so this is great news. Congratulations! How wonderful.
I'm glad I got to.
Everybody's well. Everybody's all right?
Everybody's well. Charlotte
Great.
was waving to the crowds.
Great. Okay. Well, yeah, she didn't have to give birth, but I mean, how's her mum? Is her mum okay?
She was in a beautiful red dress. She looked great. She was smiling. The baby, I mean, from what I could tell,
I
looked
do find
cute.
that amazing that after birth they then have to present themselves as people who are just. It's extraordinary. Anyway,
I'm glad I got to share that with you.
Yeah. I'm very, very happy for them.
And I mean, you are so engulfed in Avengers and Doctor Strange and all your other projects and Sherlock Holmes and everything.
Yeah.
Do you ever get tired or overwhelmed of this Hollywood process, or are things like this still exciting for you?
These things are rare, and on this level, infinitely more so. So, I do things on varying scales in my career, and I like that for that reason. You can never get blasé about this or the reaction of the fans or how excited I am as a fan to see this film. So I just count myself as being very lucky to be part of it.
And it's really cool too because this is a massive cast and also massive and diverse, also even in age. I mean,
Yes.
you were paired with Tom Holland for the junket. Did you have to school him on the Hollywood lifestyle a bit?
No, he'll be well ahead of me on that, I'm sure. I'm quite sort of British in my tastes, and he's very much like, I'm a 21-year-old playing Spider-Man, I'm going to have fun, and he should, and he is. And he's very wise. I don't need to school Tom on anything. He's a dear friend as well. We've worked together a couple of times now, and it was just great to hang out with him.
I mean, I'm sure it was a treat to have you on set. I'm going to let you go because you have a lot of people to cover, but thanks so much for talking to us.
Lovely to meet you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. You look fly as hell.
Thank you. Thank you.
What came about with the concept of this
man.
outfit?
Well, this is a collaboration between myself, Ade Samuel, and Prada. So they reached out to us to ask us, if we wanted to work with them, and we said yeah, and we pieced together some ideas, and this is what you have.
Well done. I mean, what else would I expect from the smartest person in the Marvel universe? What has the impact of your character been like on the world? What have people responded to you in regards to Shuri?
It's been really, really good. It's been a lot of positive response from young people, young children, just feeling really inspired about everything. So yeah, it's been really, really positive. Like, I was riding my bike down Santa Monica Beach, like that strip, and people just kept shouting at me like, "You're amazing! You're the most awesome person in the world," and I'll be like, "Thank you." So it's just been really, really good, and I'm so grateful for it.
I mean, I'm grateful having characters like you on the screen because you're such an encouraging person and your character is so important right now.
Yeah.
But also just the fact that you've spoken so openly about what you've been through with depression and having low moments as an actor.
Yeah. No, I've expressed it because I feel like so many people are hiding behind this shell and pretending like they're fine when they're not. So I went through it, and I had a lot of low moments, but then thankfully, God brought me out of that, and I was able to find peace and happiness, and I just share it because I want other people to have peace and happiness. So yeah, just really, really happy that things have turned around, and just wanting to be of inspiration to someone else that things can turn around for them. Yeah.
You're inspiring me right now, so thank you so much for talking to us.
Time.
Okay, I remember at one point you had an interview where you said that you lied about your height.
Of course.
Can you explain this? Because I'm literally breaking my neck to look up at you.
Well, I'm very thankful for being a part of these movies, and these movies really helping to change the trajectory of my career, at least I hope so. Because being tall hasn't always been what I would call an asset, you know what I mean?
How?
Well, they would say things like, oh my God, you're going to pull too much attention, all these things. And now it's what people are saying is beautiful, and what people are saying is really strong and attractive and appealing about you. And that was driven by black women. So I thank you, and I thank them.
You're welcome. Well, and it's really interesting that you say all that too, because I feel like with Black Panther, a lot of things that we were told aren't attractive are now becoming more mainstream and more quote unquote
Dark
attractive.
skin.
Exactly.
Gap teeth.
Dark skin right here.
Yeah, exactly. Team dark skin. And I'm really happy that I've been part of something that can change all these narratives, you know what I mean? And break down the structures that are telling us, hey, that's not profitable. We can't take
clearly
that
Black Panther
internationally.
has demolished every.
Dispelled that belief, So it's a good thing, and I'm really happy about that.
So, are your parents and your family, are they okay now that you're an actor? Are they
Well,
all on board? I
my
saw your mama
African
here.
Queen in the corner right there. My queen in the corner. She is very happy, and she shows up everywhere dressed like African royalty. So I'm just happy to be. I'm just happy to honestly make her proud.
And how is
No
it?
man's an island. I couldn't have been anything that I am without them.
And speaking of islands, Trinidad and Tobago, what has been the response from people from your country?
Oh my God, it's been astounding. So they've been just like honoring me right and left, first of all. The way they received the movie was really humbling and strong. They had an African pageant that was associated with the premiere. They created their own Mbaku t-shirts and all these kinds of things. And yeah, it's really great to just see a culture, a community, an entire country just rally around a story and find pride and joy in it.
You know who else is getting a lot of joy from your character and from you? Ladies in your DMs.
Oh,
Please
Lord.
tell me the
Can we
craziest.
not go into the DMs?
Yes, we
Let's
have
not
to.
go in.
We have to. Tell me the craziest DM you've ever
I'm
gotten.
gonna respect these women's, right to privacy and not.
You
say
don't have to
anything.
say their name.
No, I'm not gonna say anything like that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put them.
Do
out
you
like
read
that.
your DMs?
Here and there for laughter. Because it's great. I mean, to be honest, they're just some of them are really sweet. Some of them.
Okay, so ladies, slide in his DMs.
Stop. You're the worst. All right, good talking to you.
Nice to meet you. You are in Avengers with basically your whole cast. What is it like to now be in a trifecta of Chris's on one set?
It's amazing. It's amazing. They call us by our last name on set, so it never becomes an issue. It's either Pratt, Evans, or Hemsworth. So it feels really nice. Luckily, really nice guys, and that you can say that about everybody in the cast. It's a bunch of sweet, talented people, and it feels really like an honor to be there.
I mean, it sounds like you're describing yourself because you're one of the few people who I hear all the time. People say you're so sweet and caring and giving. So
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm completely only describing myself. Totally talking myself up.
Right,
That's
yeah.
what I do when I'm here and rolling out, talking about how awesome I am. No, we do have a lot of fun. We have a lot of good people, a lot of good hearts, and this time around, I'm lucky to say that I guess I'm one of the veterans now.
You're an OG.
I'm an OG.
You're an original gangster.
What I've learned.
You're original gangster guardian.
That's right, the OGG. And what's nice about that is I'm able to enjoy this in a way that I didn't the first couple times around, in that I was so nervous and I was swept up in the excitement and the spectacle, and I'm really just allowing myself to slow down and take this moment by moment, and it's been really cool.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
But now I need to know, because I know you were a little bit of a jokester, but seriously, were there any initiations for the new Avengers cast? Like, did anyone get hazed?
Hemsworth fed me some kangaroo meat, and I'm still to this moment not sure if it was really kangaroo. It might have been like just pork or something, but he had me thinking it was kangaroo.
The mind games.
Eating, yeah, I think he was playing some mind games with me. Either way, it was really good, and I want some more. I'm really hungry right now, so bring me some of that fake kangaroo, Hemsworth.
You can add this onto your snacks.
Yeah, I know. You're right. That'd be a new What's My Snack.
Okay, so I'll be waiting on Instagram to see what's my snack with your kangaroo stuff.
Yeah, wait for it. It's coming out this week.
How has it been for you? You are also often the only woman on set, and now you're in the film where there's so many diverse, beautiful women that are strong characters.
It feels amazing. It's the most exciting thing. I had no idea how lonely I felt, for all these years until I was in a room filled with women where I got to share story plots with other women, and not just for Guardians, but now for Avengers, and it was the most amazing sensation. I am one of 3 sisters, so I know how fun and how important it is to feel like you are always in company of support and solidarity amongst your sisters.
Ooh, I felt chills there. Chills, but thank you so much. It was nice meeting you. But I'm really hyped because you're speaking at commencement next month. How does that feel to be back in such a way? Everyone is so hyped to have you there. How do you feel coming back to the Mecca where you got your start?
Oh, it's going to be a great time. It's going to be exciting to be there, and I've already talked to the president, and I have a few other people that were there with me that are also speaking that day. So it's going to be like it's a reunion. That's what it should be.
I mean, the whole crowd is going to be doing this the whole time.
I hope not. No, they could do it. They could do it one time, but we got to get down to business after that.
Well, describe for me what this whole season has been like for you, because Black Panther has just been demolishing records left and right, but you seem so humble and grounded.
I think for all of us in the cast, we just we poured our heart into the film, and we just wanted to see people get something from it, be able to take something from it. And we wanted, first of all, we wanted to be true to our roots and make sure that people of African descent saw it and felt like it was authentic. But we also wanted in that specificity for it to be universal to the rest of the world, and it's proven to be that. So that's all you're really thinking about. I'm not really thinking about the numbers. I actually try not to look at the numbers. It's impossible to do that because people send it to you anyway. But yeah, all of it is just, we got our blessing from it when we did it, and the rest of it is just icing on the cake. It's beautiful. But the cake's got to be good too.
Oh, the whole thing is good. The whole thing is good. Well, so that's it. We've talked to every star here on the carpet, and I am so excited to go inside and check out this movie, which comes to theaters on April 27th. Vivian Weezy for Rolling Out.